to the Real Estate and Chill podcast, the newest and coolest podcast. So tune in. Two experts discussing the real estate market. Loan officer James Chaudhry and associate real estate broker Kevin Iglesias. Beware, this is not another boring podcast. This right here is the shit you need to hear. Respectfully.
Welcome back to episode 20 of the Real Estate and Chill podcast. I'm your host, James Chaudhry from United Mortgage, here with
Kevin Iglesias, associate broker with Realty Connect. Today is She's a Hustler series. This is a new series we're shooting, highlighting two female hustlers in the industry. Today we have...
I'm Rosina Jaglall with Douglas Elliman.
And I am Emily Donnadio with Exit Realty.
Awesome.
We appreciate you guys being here. This is the first time we're shooting this series, so it means a lot to us. How long have you guys been in the business for?
I've been in the business for 2 years now in real estate.
And I'm just a little over a year and a half.
Oh, awesome. Fresh blood!
You see what I mean? Every single time we start filming, his energy goes next level. Next episode, we have ESG, who has said that he can match Kevin's energy.
We'll see.
Let's see if we can do it.
We'll see.
Let's see.
Big shout out to Joanna, who's in the building. Please, Joanna, come on camera. Get your camera shot. Come on, don't be shy. Come on. Let's go. Came all the way from Queens. Thank you. Thank you for the support. So, guys, back to you. Sorry. You guys are obviously killing the industry, right? We see the Instagram. We see how busy you guys are. Emily, you do also do credit repair, right?
Yes.
That is something that new that you tapped into?
Yeah, I launched on May 1st.
Congrats.
Nice. Congrats.
We'll put in the bravo, the applause, the sound effects.
Oh, okay.
It'll be perfect. So, what do you think is the hardest things for you to get started in the business, right? As far as starting off.
The hardest part is just that first deal. You know, getting your first lead, getting your first deal, and start running from there. Once you start getting yourself going and the word of mouth gets out and you get your social media together, I mean, it's, you know, as long as you stay on top of it, it's a piece of cake.
What about you?
I would have to say time management. A lot of us came from a 9-to-5 job where we reported to somebody else. So now everyone wants to be their own boss. Everyone wants to be an investor or, you know, and it's not as easy as it looks. You know, you can wake up at 10 o'clock, but how much are you really going to do? So to really put in the time, you know, you when you're your own boss, you eat what you kill, right? So I think that's...
I like that.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that, yeah.
I'm going to quote that.
So I think that was a big struggle for myself. You know, I could report to somebody else at 7:30 every morning, but it was hard when I became my own boss to be like, oh, well, do I have to wake up at 7:30 or I can sleep in an extra hour? So time management, I think, is like the biggest thing for me.
What did you guys used to do before you jumped into real estate?
I was with the company for 7 years. I was working at a dead-end job, and I was going nowhere, and I decided to change my life drastically.
So I was a loan officer for a small credit union, actually. A lot of people don't know, but has a credit union.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
So I was a loan officer there, and similar to Emily, I was in a dead-end position because after my position, most of the jobs were out of headquarters into Dallas. So unless I transferred and moved to Dallas, I was pretty much stuck in that position.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
How many times you guys take the exam to pass? Because I took it 3 times.
I passed on
on
my
first.
first. Yeah, girl.
Yo, you're alone. You are alone.
We're talking about the state test, though, right?
Yes.
Okay, I passed.
No
the school
validity
test,
here, man. You just lost on that one.
Please take the stage, you know.
I passed my loan officer test on the first try, too.
What does
Air
a loan
five
officer
fives.
test consist of?
It's just like rules, regulations, some math questions. I studied for it for like 2 weeks, and I just passed. It's not like the hardest test in the world, but some people do have struggles with it. But you know, built different. I was born for this. You know what I mean? I was born for this. That's what it is. And you guys too. You guys passed. Kevin, you were still born for this. You're a hustler. That's what it is.
So I was licensed when I was 18, and then I kind of let my license lapse because I didn't really do anything with it. So last January, when I called the state, they told me that my 40-hour course, which is now 75, I was grandfathered in, so I just had to retake the state exam.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I just had to retake the state exam last year, January, and there's something called prep agent, so if there's any other agents looking to become, or if there's anyone looking to become a real estate agent, prep agent is a really good kind of brush up tool, and that's what I used. And I
Prep
passed.
agent, what does that consist of? I've never heard of that.
It's like a small online course. And they have like a Facebook group that helps you. They have like cue cards or index cards and like a little online system, and it's just like a buffer.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What about you, Emily? Like, what made you get? Is it because you guys were both at a dead end positions that you said, you know what, I want to take control of my life and be an entrepreneur?
Exactly that. Yeah, I was, sitting around, and I'll be honest, I'll be very transparent. The Christmas before, which must have been 2018, I bought all my daughter gifts, and I have $40 in my bank account. Damn. And I only had like $2,000 in my savings, and I was like, what am I doing with myself? I'm working at this job. I'm very underappreciated there.
Underpaid,
underappreciated, overworked.
Yes!
We're gonna high five the whole
I quit.
And I changed my life, and I said, okay, I'm gonna dig into my savings because I had nothing else left, right? And I digged into my savings. I paid for my class. I did it in 7 days, and I started right away, and I changed my life from there. Yeah.
Wow.
That's just motivation. You can take control of your life, people.
Yeah, so don't
There's
ever
no
think
excuses.
that you need money in order to be successful, because I literally had $40 in my bank account.
Damn.
That's amazing.
Plus the 2,000 in savings. Yeah, I took notes.
I'm gonna have to take some.
My daughter needs new sneakers.
We always get comments on these. There's
Back to school is coming, man.
it has to say play money on it, which is the funny part.
Does it
Someone
really?
thinks it's real. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't feel real whatsoever.
No, it does say, yeah.
But real quick question. So, you guys are women in the industry. Have you had any troubles that you think have stemmed off from the fact that you are a woman in I don't know if it's male dominant, I don't know if it's women dominant, I don't know the stats,
I feel like
but
it's balanced, no? But I would say it's a very aggressive business. So
yeah.
And I don't think whether it comes from, I've gotten it from both males and females, and I think it's not even about being a female. I just think it's sometimes the length of the time you've been in the industry. Like, I had an agent call me this weekend. I put in an offer, and literally she calls me, and the first thing she says is, how long have you been in the industry? And I was like, well, hello, good morning to you too, And so that's what I've struggled with is my age. And people think that, I'm younger, and I've only had a year and a half full-time into this, so I may not know as much. But what I did was during the pandemic was I took a lot of extra, continuing ed courses. I found a mentor in my office. So yeah, I may be young, but I still have other people that I can piggyback off of if I don't know something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best part of having a team, someone that you could fall back on. And
Are you currently on a team?
I'm not on a team, but I have that group of people that I'm with in my office that I know I can go to at any time.
So, and I'm glad you said that because it's very important to be in this business surrounded by people who are more experienced, who have the knowledge, who who do the business, who've been in the game for X amount of years, who could give you the knowledge and rub shoulders to shoulders with them, so you can pick their brain.
Right, and it's okay to say, you know what, I don't know, but I'll get back to you on that.
Yeah,
it is. But is it challenging being a woman in the industry? Do you guys see any challenges?
Damn. What kind of question is that? Remember who you're talking to, Kevin.
Yo, it got hot in here, people. It got hot.
I was like, Kevin doesn't know who he's talking to. We got two hustlers here.
Hey, sweating now.
Yeah, I'm sweating. I don't know if you can zoom in. I'm sweating now. That was...
No. I mean, of course, there's always people there that are going to talk down on you and think that they know better than you. And as long as you carry yourself, with poise and you can show that you're well educated, anything else that anybody says to you, that's their own problem, And if they want to talk down on you, you just prove them wrong, and you go from there.
Right.
Have you guys ever been in a position where fear was holding you back? Because I feel like being a real estate agent, fear plays a big factor.
Yeah.
Right or wrong.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think that, even just going into empty homes sometimes, just that simple fear of being a female where maybe a male might not have to worry about that. I've always done a buddy system, or someone's always have my location on my phone to know, hey, listen, this is the house I'm going into. If you don't hear back from me in 15 minutes, or that's something I think as women we might have to deal with, whereas maybe men you may not.
Yeah.
I don't know, Emily. I feel like you're not worried at all.
I keep a pair of scissors in my purse. I won't even lie. I do keep a pair of scissors in my purse.
Mind you, she didn't walk in with a person.
But honestly, the scary thing is I feel like we're in in the country that we're in, obviously that there is a situation where we're trying to educate men more, because the problem's not in like whatever. Like I know sometimes people think that like, oh, the problem's like on the women for like how they dress things. Like I think that's total bullshit. It's just like you need to teach men or anybody to do better, like in whatever they're doing, and learn how to respect the other person. And that should be eliminating these problems that you guys have in the first place. You shouldn't be fearful of walking into a place not knowing if you're like, you know, like having all the precautions taken, you know, before, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
But
just my little tangent.
are you fearful only going into like foreclosures or like houses in general?
No, houses in general.
Houses in general.
Yeah.
You don't know what's in the basement. You don't know what they're planning to do when you guys get down.
I'm
here.
paranoid when I go into like foreclosures. I'm like, yo, I don't know who's
squatter?
in here. I don't know who's in here. I'm literally walking around like this with my hand up just in case somebody pops out.
I also feel like just because we are women, people take advantage of that, maybe that tender touch that we may have.
That nurturing,
and,
yeah.
You know, and they'll take advantage of that and say certain things that they would never say to another man or something of that sort. And I feel like as a business owner, people have said things to me that I know that they would never say to a male business owner.
Can you say it?
I much
Put on the
rather,
spot.
Hot seat.
I would rather not, but
We're
like,
not in the business to talk bad about other people.
Yeah, no, not yeah. I mean, like the I don't know if you ever had it, but like somebody flirting with you constantly or only keeping you around.
James flirts with me all the time. It's awkward.
Yeah. Look at this handsome man. How can you not?
The table. I was like, I didn't know who initiated.
Now we know.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you ever encounter those issues as well?
I haven't encountered anyone saying something inappropriate. I always have a buddy system, so I think that helps.
Sounds like you need a buddy, Emily. What are some of the struggles you guys face, like being new agents? What did you, like when I got into business, one of my biggest things was like, all right, who's going to want to work with me? I'm new, right? Like, how did you guys face that?
I don't ever tell anybody that I'm new.
Yeah.
But as far as like learning or like what to do, how to do these papers, there's a lot. People think our job is easy. That's why we
And they
see.
don't teach you that in the real estate school. So I have to say I've been blessed that the manager at our office has been very hands-on, and she's literally, I can call her at any time of the day. But I have heard that from agents, and I think YouTube University was like one of my go-to.
Shout out to YouTube.
Yeah. I went on it a lot just to like Google random things, or that's how I learned. And
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I concur.
I mean,
you attended that school too.
I agree with everything she just said.
So, Em, you just opened up credit repair business? Am I
Yes.
correct?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about
Yeah,
that.
we want to hear. Shout out your company name. Come on, put the light on it.
So
Shine.
I am the CEO and owner
Hey.
of Donnadio Solutions. I'm a credit repair solutions company, and being in real estate, there was always there was two things, right? Oh, I really want to buy a house, but I need to
credit
save
shop.
more money. And I don't got no money to give you. So the second thing,
Yes, you
always,
do.
Now I do. And then the second thing was, I just need a way for my credit score to go up. And it's like, okay, I'm going to be that little person in the middle now. And not only am I going to help you find a house, I'm going to get your credit score up so that way we can get you into better interest rates and even possibly a better bracket for you to get a better house.
How much has that played a success into your business? Because that's huge. You don't really see agents who also have a credit repair business. So that's,
I mean,
first
it's
of all,
a
applause to
great-
that.
Yes.
It's a great
CEO in the building. I told you, hustlers are in the building, people. So
Yeah,
how,
I mean, it's a great lead generation. I have a funnel that can go either way. And I haven't really ran ads or anything like that. It's all word of mouth. And, I want to help people more than anything. I don't want to just be a one-stop shop and I never talk to someone again. Anybody that I work with, I want to have a relationship with. So I like it. Yeah, it's cool.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
awkward silence. I thought you were going to ask a question.
I
What
thought
the
you were
heck?
going to ask a question.
No. What?
Sorry.
No worries.
We're going to leave that in. We're going to leave that in.
I have to cough so bad.
Some champagne. Wait, I think this might be.
Wait, you brought what?
So I brought a little drink for you guys. It might help with Emily's tickling of her throat.
No, That was
Who knows CPR? Who knows CPR? We got Emily.
I was choking. I drank water, and then I started choking on the water. Lord.
So I brought you guys some little gifts. Not that I'm.
Ooh,
Ooh, look at this.
Look at that. Ooh,
I like. Thank
here,
you.
you can open this one.
Ooh, all right, nice. I get to open this one too?
Yeah.
Kevin, you get to open nothing because you suck. All right.
Suspense music will
Da, da,
play.
da,
Look at that.
That is hand painted,
Look at
people. Who painted this?
This looks awesome.
So there's a woman on Etsy. She's actually local here in Seaford. And I use her for all of my clients. She hand paints
amazing. I
anything
can
on a
see that.
champagne bottle. So she typically hand paints the front of our homes for my clients. So I got her to hand
That's
paint
special.
the logo for your podcast.
Honestly,
awesome.
I get to keep it. Please. Let me keep it.
I don't drink, so it's fine. You can keep it.
I'm going to frame that in my room.
These are awesome gifts. We do appreciate this. We do appreciate.
I need to crack open this one.
I got it together,
Yo,
okay?
yo, Em, you making money over here. Where's our gifts?
I feel really bad.
You got more than $40 now. Come on.
A lot of money on this.
I'm opening this up.
Yeah, pop it.
Can't make too much of a mess. But continue.
So you guys say goals? You guys say goals as like agents? Like, all right, I want to do this amount of volume, or I want to accomplish this. What are your goals like? How do you guys go about that?
So I set a yearly goal of units for myself this year. So far, I'm on track.
Nice, awesome.
Yeah.
That's good
Congrats.
to hear. How many units?
Uh,
On the spot?
It's-
Look, you gotta.
hold myself accountable.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not a lot. I had 10.
Oh, you can definitely do that.
You can definitely
do that.
Got this in the
Definitely do
bag.
that.
Yeah.
You gonna pop that now? Don't pull that towards me.
I mean, I don't want to. I'll just pop.
Woo!
That was a nice sound
sounding.
effect. What about you, Em?
Yeah, I have to set goals for myself monthly because if not, I have my brain's all over the place, and then I'll be like, what was that yearly goal that I set? What was my 6-month goal? Because I really don't remember. But I have a goal for my credit repair business on like how many people I want to intake, and then also for my real estate, I have a goal monthly that I would like to be closing on. So that's my deal.
Nice.
Is that challenging now that you have 2 businesses, or is it?
Yeah, no, it is. It's definitely challenging, but I get bored really fast, so I need a challenge. And if I don't have one, then I kind of feel like stagnant in life. So I do enjoy it, but it's all about organization. It's all about putting yourself out there and knowing that you want something and achieving it.
Time management, like
That's right.
Yeah, and I
Time
think it's all
management is
about
key.
like knowing your strengths and weaknesses. Like one of my weaknesses is organization. So I recently just hired a virtual assistant
Ooh,
just to kind
man,
of do
congrats.
my paperwork. And not
Thank
that
you.
by any means am I
from this
like
side.
$1 million agent.
Joanna gets a cup.
But I think one of the best advices I was given when I started was start the way you want to end. And so, everyone needs to kind of expand and delegate. And I think that was my biggest thing. Even at my 9 to 5, I took on a lot and I didn't delegate certain tasks that would make my job easier. So now that this is my own business, that's what I want to learn to do.
What about you, Em? You agree? You concur again? What's something that you think that you need to like work on, like a weakness that you want to strengthen?
I do way too much. So I definitely need to hire an assistant because sometimes my billing gets behind and I don't bill people on time. So I guess my paperwork is a little.
I know a
over the
credit
place.
repair company. For that.
He's a smart guy, huh?
It's a funny guy, right? See,
Where'd
you
you
think
find
I'm
this
not.
one?
See, I'm the funny one. I can tell you a joke right now. You guys want to hear
No.
a joke? Okay.
No, please
I
What
do.
do you
This is a dad
call
joke, I guarantee.
what
What
do
are you
you
gonna
call
do?
an alligator who investigates? Oh wait, I think I messed it up. All right, forget it. All right,
Womp,
next.
womp, womp. Anyways,
bad.
that was horrible,
All right,
right? That was like, what?
I forgot.
Oh, James.
It was so bad that it was funny.
Jimmy,
I'll take it.
Jimmy, that was terrible. What are
forgot
you
the
one of
joke.
one of the biggest victories? You got like, oh man, I love this business. This is something I want to continue to do. Is it like a listing appointment, a commission check, a deal that you negotiated? Like,
I think it's just being at that closing table and seeing that you actually got the job done for somebody, and that emotion that comes with it. That's the biggest victory that you can have.
I concur.
we sound so political over here. But it's like that feeling that you see your clients' like emotions and gratitude and appreciative of you. It's like it's worth more than the money.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's-
Even
it's
like
priceless.
I work with a lot of first-time home buyers, and like that, just that like wow. Like I remember my first closing. Like this was like during COVID, so we weren't allowed at closings, and I'm waiting in the parking lot with their gift, and so they come out, I give them the gift, and I'm parked here, and they're parked across, and like I see them get in their car, and they kiss and they hug, and I'm like, wow, like that's what I do it for. Is like that.
It's almost like that high. You get like a high from like that feeling of
like I helped them, and
It always makes you feel so good at the end because I try to go to as many closings as possible. Like some of my business is refinance, so it's like those I'll usually just like mail something over because it might be in a different state or something like that. But for first-time home buyers, especially, I totally agree. Like it's such an amazing feeling. Like that phone call after, I just follow up. How's everything with the home? How's moving in? Everything, and they're just like so appreciative with everything. It's just like somebody who you really you work so much with. And just seeing them get to their goal and everything like that, it's an awesome feeling.
Yeah, you become family, you're driving around with them, 10, 15 houses, almost.
they're schlepping
Especially
their
now,
kids
you gotta show,
sometimes.
you gotta show a lot of houses now, but, you build that nice relationship.
Now, do you guys mainly work with like buyers or listings or 50-50 or like what side are you guys on in this market?
I mean, I guess
I'm
you always
solely-
want to be like listing.
Yeah.
Right?
I haven't had a listing yet, so I've solely been buyers.
Yeah.
Same?
Yeah, and I feel like in real estate, you always want to be more towards listings, but
So
I
I feel
do.
like you have control.
Anybody that comes to me, I'm fine,
It's how you guys handling it in this market with the buyers because it's tough. It's insane. Like how are you guys preparing them?
Insane doesn't even begin to explain.
How you guys are like prepping the buyers? Like advice to other agents, like, hey, you guys need to prep them this
Be
way.
realistic.
Be realistic.
Be-
Yeah, be straight up. Don't be that agent and tell them what they want to hear. Tell
Don't
them what
sell
they
them.
need to hear.
Yeah.
And so I always have a conversation up front about, like, I explain all the different contingencies or whatnot. So it's not like when we're at a home and we're about to put in an offer and then I'm like, hey, would you want to consider waiving a mortgage contingency or an appraisal or an inspection?
That's
And
huge.
Yeah, no, it is.
That's huge.
But I don't want them to, for the first time when we're putting in an offer to hear these words. So I explain all of that so they have time to sit on it. I say, go back to your attorney, ask your attorney if you were to waive these, would he be okay? Because I've had deals die where the contracts have gotten to the attorney's desks and then the attorneys were like, absolutely not, I'm not letting my client do that.
Yeah, I mean, an attorney can make a deal or break a deal,
Right.
right? There's so
Or
many
save a deal.
Yeah, there's so many factors that people don't see, especially for sale by owners, right? There's a ton of for sale by owners right now
Yeah.
that think our job is so easy, and then they realize you see them gone in like a week listed with somebody because like it's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much. What are one of the hardest things you guys would say is like agent wise that's hard for us as far as the process besides finding the home?
Just getting that accepted offer, just finding that.
How do you make your offer stand out like in this market? Like if I have a listing and you present an offer, like what would that look like? Because a lot of people present offers differently. Some agents
I
will
always,
just
like-
send you like
I always just
not even like a
call
sales
and, like,
agreement.
Yeah.
give you like a heads up that I'm sending over an offer, and then I'll like send over my offer.
And
But I always try to butter the agent up really good.
That and
I'm blocking her.
I always try to butter my agent up.
you like send the plant.
I'm be like, M, you didn't bring any gifts. Rejected.
Am I getting shit for this now?
Maybe from him.
What about you? Like,
So I always try to call the agent first, let them know what our offer is, kind of feel them out and be like, hey, where do you think we need to be at? Do we need to go a little north or whatnot? Some agents will just be like, I'll just send it in and we'll see where we're at. And then I always get like the loan officer to call as well and, give that side of, hey, they've been fully verified and whatnot.
That saved a lot of deals for me, like getting that accepted offer, and at like when it's time, like maybe like at inspection, the agent will come to me like, listen, like your loan officer like called me, And that's what made us go with you guys, because we could see that you want to move fast and you got your stuff together. So that
and I
saves
think
a
like
lot.
having your little network of teams. So like I have like an inspector that I always use, a loan officer, and I tell them this. Like everybody that
You
they're
have control.
using. Yeah, like I say they're part of my referral network. I've done many deals with them already. I know how they work. I know how fast we can do this. Like, and from here on out, we work for you now.
It makes everything go.
Full
Because
circle.
listing agents, that's what they love to hear. The main thing is like, do you know this? Do you know this lender that they're working with? No. As soon as you hear that, it's like,
Yeah.
Even though it's a good offer, but you just never know what could happen.
Yeah.
You know, when you guys have full control of the deal, it's just so much smoother.
Honestly, what I do every single time, whenever, say for example, agent A just calls me and was just like, so basically what I do is I always call the listing agent and I always make sure that no matter whatever they send me, whatever details of the property there are, I always make sure that we can do it. I call the listing agent, give them a brief rundown of what's going on, making sure that they know that I'm not giving out a pre-approval unless we can do the deal.
Yeah,
So
you're
at the
on
end of
top
the
of
day,
it.
I know all this, everything specific about the property. I know what we're going to be going into. I know what could be an obstacle. I tell them that straightforwardly because, like, being transparent as a loan officer is super important. Let them know what obstacles you might be coming across. From there, if they know about it, you talk about it beforehand. They'll just know that you know what you're doing and that you can get it done, and then we can move on from there.
Yeah.
So this is something I like to do too.
And I can concur to that. Because when I'm on the buying side, he does call. So
Nice.
it's very important to have full control of the deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since you guys jumped into, having careers before real estate, 9 to 5s, everybody goes through this as an age, right? Because you have to produce in order to have the money coming in. Did you guys ever feel like, yo, this is not working, I want to quit?
Yeah.
What made you like?
When I saw my 1099 last year.
That's a good reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I realized that last year, like you said, I wasn't putting in as much as I wanted to my input wasn't my output, right? So that's when this year I decided to put my foot down on the gas and go hard at it. And that's why I ended up leaving my full-time job and solely focusing on this.
When did you leave your full-time job?
About a month ago.
Yo, what's the dead stare over here? Like,
Did we speak about this? Thank you. All right, cut that out. No, so we
What
spoke
job?
about.
We don't know no job.
So for me, COVID was a blessing in disguise because my 9 to 5 prior never allowed me to work from home. And then with COVID, it allowed me to work from home. So during my lunch breaks or whatnot, I would, go to an appointment, or because I didn't have the commute time anymore, when I would sign off at 4 o'clock or 4:30, I was literally at home and I could go do a showing or whatnot. So it actually allowed me to progress my business faster than if COVID didn't happen. So to me, COVID really was a blessing to me.
gotcha.
Real quick question. As social media has become like a huge thing in our industry, how has social media affected both your businesses?
All my leads.
Really?
All my
Really?
leads come from
100%?
Instagram.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
All my leads come from Instagram.
Is it like you educating people on social media? Like,
Yeah, I think people enjoy that. I think people like to see me, giving advice and talking to them and not just trying to like be a salesman and like get stuff out of them. So they enjoy that, and then that I'll get the DM and we'll talk back and forth, and then I create a relationship.
that's funny you said that. I'm glad you did, because I was on your page before we shot. It was like, choose your realtor, and then you did the reel. We'll pop it up. We'll pop it up in the episode.
Yeah, blow that up.
But that was dope. That was dope. I like that.
Choose your character.
I like that. What about you? Have social media really helped your business grow?
Yeah, absolutely. So it also, even like with my sphere of influence, it also kind of gave them that validity that this is what I actually do. This is how I put bread and butter, on my table. So that's what it's helped me with.
And the videos are very professional, by the way. I checked them out. Really good videos.
We all have fire content.
Fire content. We'll
Everyone
pop it up too. We'll
follow
pop it up too.
Hey guys, it's Rosina. I'm sure someone that you know or you've possibly seen a fellow realtor show those long lines at open houses, so you know that the market is on fire right now. Today I wanted to talk to you about 4 tips on how to get your offer accepted as a buyer in today's market. Tip number 1, get a realtor. Keep in mind that the listing agent always has the seller's best interest in mind. They're trying to get the most dollar for their seller. So you need a buyer's agent, someone who's in your corner, someone that will help negotiate the best price and terms for you. Tip number 2, be prepared. Get yourself a pre-approval. This will help tell you what you can actually afford. Since today's market is so competitive, try to shop for homes typically somewhere between $30,000 to $40,000 below your maximum pre-approval. This will help give you more negotiating power when it's time to put an offer in. Tip number 3, work fast. Have your buyer's agent work for you. Ask them to send you daily emails on properties that come out that fit your criteria. Try to tour those properties as soon as possible. Ensure that you get to your appointments and all open houses on time. Tip number 4, go in with your highest and best. In today's market, sellers are looking at multiple offers and just don't have time to entertain the low ballers. Keep in mind that the highest selling price doesn't always mean the best offer. There are many variables taken into consideration when looking at an offer, such as how fast can you close, how large is your down payment, are you waiving any sort of contingency such as a mortgage or inspection. This is something that you should have a discussion with your realtor to determine what's the best terms for your needs. So those are the 4 steps in order to get your offer accepted. Good luck house hunting. I wish you all the best. If you have any questions, contact me.
So, $1 million question that I asked everybody on the show. Can you guys guess what it is? You guys are not safe from this question.
Oh, Lord.
Oh. All right, you guys aren't ready for this.
Can we do a cheers first?
Oh, yeah, true.
Yo, cheers to your business.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys. All you guys. Cheers. Cheers. Thank you guys for being on this series, by the way. This is the first time we've ever had 2 female guests who are killing it, who are crushing it. So we are very appreciative that you guys are here.
Thank you for inviting us.
Thank you.
$1 million question. Are you guys subscribed?
Yes, I am.
Oh, look at her face.
Oh, come on, Emily.
I don't have a YouTube.
Yo, what?
All right, well.
Subscribe on your daughters.
I don't, yeah. I will subscribe.
How old is your daughter?
4.
4. She's got to.
She's going to love her content, too.
You got to go from Shark, what's that?
Baby
Shark
Shark?
to the Real Estate and Chill podcast.
Yo, I watch that show all the time.
My daughter likes to watch like other kids vlog their lives.
Oh, you know what other show I watch? I watch Coco Melon all the time.
Oh my goodness. Okay, cut that out.
Oh my God.
No, I have my, what do you call it? My cousin, he watched it. I'm just covering up. I watch it. I love that show. Shout out to all of them.
My friend, yeah, but all right, yeah, you definitely got to make a YouTube account. What the heck? It's 2021.
You're on full blast. All right. Before we wrap up, just wanted to remind you, I remember the joke. Okay. What do you call an alligator that's a detective? An investigator. Yo, that shit.
I'm getting.
Did you
I
get
don't
that?
think that's right.
I don't think that's the
don't
right
think that's
joke.
how
You got to
it
Google
goes.
Damn,
that. Yeah,
I thought that
Google
was funny. I
Google
was
that.
laughing. It's
Sorry.
okay.
Oh yeah.
I make myself laugh.
What's some advice you guys could give to other women that's in the, not even women, just agents in general, people who are, that want to go from having a job to pursuing real estate? What's the advice that you can give them to jump in?
My biggest advice that I tell everybody is never let fear hold you back, because fear is something that you create in your own head, and that's your biggest flaw. Once you take that fear out, you can go a lot further than you ever thought.
Can't touch fear.
No.
Can't see it.
Exactly.
It's all mental.
What does fear stand for?
False expectations, something like that, right?
Oh, yeah. Wait, what was it?
False expectations are real.
Appearing real.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll
There
pop
you
it up.
go.
We'll pop it up. I don't know.
I concur. No, she hit it on the nail. I think like what I said before, start the way you want to end. And sometimes you may think your business is so small, but you may want to expand it. And there are, even myself, I'm only a year and a half, but there are deals where I'm just like, I'll throw it to a new agent and be like, here, do you want to split it? Or, and always reach back down the ladder. I think that's a big thing.
Yeah, I think that's huge. That's huge. Not a lot of agents do that.
Yeah.
So that's big. You're definitely going to do the 10 units that you have in mind. Do you have more than that? More than that. It's all, you just got to focus.
Yeah.
Just focus. And the thing about real estate is you can't get comfortable, right? Because if you rely on those 10 deals and something goes wrong, it's like, oh, crap.
But that's the blessing of it, is that we can constantly give ourselves our own raise, right? So at a 9 to 5, you have to wait every year for your annual review and hope that they'll give you a quarter possibly. But in this industry, every year we can continuously give ourselves our own raise, and it's unlimited.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Be your own boss, people. Take control of your life. All right. The money's there. You just gotta hustle and make it and focus. What are you laughing at me for? Yo.
You're always yelling.
But then the cameras go off and he's so
And
quiet.
then he's just so quiet.
We're gonna zoom into your face on that one. That's gonna be the thumbnail for YouTube, unless you subscribe. How'd you guys hear about the show, by the way?
James.
From Instagram.
Oh, nice. See, social media. It works, people.
Social media. All right. Well, it was a great episode. Thank you so much for sharing so much
you.
knowledge. on the show.
Where can people contact you? What were you gonna say? Nah, come on, say it. Say it now.
If you guys make money off of this, we get a cut, right?
Oh yeah, once we get monetized.
Remember that waiver you signed before we started the show?
You can only get monetized if you subscribe.
Oh yeah, that's true. We need 1,000 subscribers. So
Okay.
Where are we
Building
at?
up.
Where are you at right now?
we're at 130.
122.
Oh,
Mike
That's
just
our
checked.
boy right there.
Yeah,
He
oh,
knows.
Mike. Shout out to Mike.
He's the numbers man.
He is.
With his fresh haircut. Yeah.
Yo, see, the ladies love it, bro. See, I told you. Now you're VP status. All right, Mike he leveled up now. All right, where can people reach you guys for credit repair, to sell homes? Shout it out.
Instagram at Emily_Donnadio. Or you can call me, I don't care, 631-431-0196 for all of YouTube.
And you can reach me on Instagram at Rosina.j_.
Awesome.
Number? Phone number? No.
I don't put my phone number out there either.
You can find it. But yeah.
You guys gonna have stalkers now.
All right. Well, thank you so much. It was a great episode, and that wraps up episode 20. Cue the outro.
Thank you for tuning in to the Real Estate and Chill podcast with James Chaudhry and Kevin Iglesias. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, share this with your friends, your enemies, your mother-in-law. No, seriously, this podcast is so fucking good. You might want to tell your ex.